Good afternoon and welcome to the Stubblefield Center on the University of Arkansas Fort Smith campus. We are in Fort Smith, Arkansas for the final day of the Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. This is our schedule today. Pleasant Grove and Van Buren in the first game. Charleston and J.A. Fair at 2:40. Northside and Southside at 4:20. Bryan and Robinson in the championship game at 6. It's time for the introductions momentarily of the starting lineups. My name is Blair Cartwright. I will be your announcer. Mr. Brooks Cartwright will be running our camera today. And let's turn it over for the introduction of the starting lineups as we get ready for the 7th place game, Pleasant Grove and Van Buren.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Stubblefield Center on the campus of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, host of the 2018 Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. Our first game of the third day of the Classic will feature the Pleasant Grove Hawks and the Van Buren Pointers. Starting lineups, first for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Hawks of Pleasant Grove. A senior is number 12, Garrett Young. Sophomore number 11, Devondre Henry. Senior guard number 1, Cam Wood. Senior guard 0, Noah Baldwin. And senior forward is number 4, Trey Robinson. Starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard. Pointers Van Buren with 6'1", sophomore guard number 5, Mari Newton. A 6'4" junior forward number 22, Braden Gilmore. A 5'10" junior guard number 1, Trent Ball. A 6-foot sophomore guard number 23, Gary Phillips. And a 6'2" senior guard number 14, Logan Brothers. Van Buren Pointers coached by their house head coach Austin Trimmer.
So there we go. The starting lineups have been introduced. We are ready for basketball. The Pleasant Grove Hawks come in with a record of 5-8. They are riding a 4-game losing streak. Van Buren also in a 4-game losing streak. They're 4-8 after an 0-3 start. In fact, both teams got off to 0-3 starts. But better days are ahead for both teams, really. You think after this tournament, as they get ready for conference play, there'll be a team nobody wants to play. For the Hawks, Fawbush, Woods, Robinson, Henry, and Young. And for Van Buren, who will be the home team in the home whites, Ball, Newton, Brothers, Gilmore, and Phillips. And we are ready for the final day of the 41st annual Coca-Cola Classic. It has been an honor to be down here this week doing the broadcast. We're glad you're with us on the SouthsideMavericks.com and the Southside Mavericks Athletic app. We are underway, and the opening tip is going to be controlled by the Hawks. And Trey Robinson, who has been scoring in bunches, 24 in the first game, 10 yesterday, and Pleasant Grove has an early 2-0 lead, and here comes the pressure from the Hawks. They do manage to get it across to Van Buren. Ball for 3. We've seen him hit those all tournament long, not able to get that one to go. Hawks come the other way. Fawbush, he can hit a 3 as well, and both teams kind of struggling early on, but that happens. First game always a little tough. Brothers for 3. That missed everything. But Van Buren got it back and then turned it over. Fawbush ahead. Robinson couldn't get the bunny to go, and it's loose on the floor. Here comes Van Buren the other way, quite up and down to start it. Fast pace, but nobody's able to really get it in the basket. Now Gary Phillips will set the offense, the sophomore point guard for Van Buren. 17 points yesterday, 6 in the opener. There's a 3 on the way. Off the back iron from Brothers. Fawbush just manages to stay in bound with the rebound. Henry drives in. He can't get it to go. Followed by Young is good. Garrett Young, and Pleasant Grove has a 4-0 lead. Pleasant Grove was defeated by Southside by or I'm sorry, by Northside, 76-44 in the first game. They lost yesterday to Charleston in a track meet, 91-80. Gilmore no good. Rebound is going to go off the toe of one of the Hawks, and it will stay with the Pointers. Just a skosh more that way. Get that corner. Van Buren lost a double overtime heartbreaker in the first game to Robinson, 64-61. Then yesterday came out on the short end against Fair, 58-43. Brothers gets it back up top to Phillips. He was in foul trouble on that first game, played a lot more minutes and had a bigger impact yesterday. Puts it on the deck, nice drive, off the glass, no good. Fallbush with the rebound, quickly ahead to Robinson. And he scores yet again. He's got 4 points, and just like that, Van Buren wants a timeout at 5:57 in the opening quarter. And Pleasant Grove with a 6-0 lead. So a good start for the Hawks from Texarkana. And I want to say Van Buren has gotten off to slow starts in both games. As I try to pull up my, whoops, I'm spilling stuff. Well, no, actually they got off to a pretty hot start in the first game, but a slow start yesterday. Trying to avoid that as they've kind of gotten off to a slow start today. Still looking for their first points of the ball game. And some pressure now from the Hawks, and it's given the Pointers a little bit of a trouble. And they managed to, oh, it was blocked. Thought they were going to have an easy layup, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Van Buren. Again, we are playing with the shot clock, 35-second shot clock. We've only had 4 shot clock violations in the tournament. So it's really not been too much of a factor. It probably has increased the pace of play, which is nice. We always are for anything that'll do that. I think it's only a matter of time before it comes nationally that everybody comes to agreement on a shot clock. The question is probably going to be what the length will be. 45 in some states. It's 35 in this tournament as an experiment. 35 seems to be a pretty fair amount as the turnover there by Van Buren gives it back over to Pleasant Grove. Dre Robinson, probably the leading candidate for Pleasant Grove to make the all-tournament team. He's really one of the few players that's hit double figures in both games. Ball for 3, and Trent Ball knocks down the big 3, and Van Buren's on the board. 6-3. Ball had 14 in the first game and 6 yesterday. Van Buren zone now giving the Hawks a little bit of trouble. Blocked by Gilmore underneath. Here they come. Phillips gets it ahead. Here's Brothers beating everyone down the floor, and nice layup. Reverse layup using the rim as a defender against the defense. Robinson gives it up. Logan, no. Cleared out by Gilmore, and Phillips, now being double teamed, needs help. Gets it ahead to Gilmore. Across to Newton. Good ball movement by Van Buren. Hawks set up. Now Phillips always saw a lane to the basket, missed the layup, but got it back. And blind pass stolen away. And the dunk is missed by Woods. I want to say we've only had 4 dunks the entire tournament. Nothing outstanding like the Isaiah Joe posterization dunk we had last year in the game against Charleston. That could all change today, though. There'll be some outstanding matchups today. 3-pointer. Oh, in and out. Just came out for Gilmore. Fallbush with the rebound. Here come the Hawks, looking to add to a 1-point lead. They started out with the 6-0 run. Van Buren on a 5-0 run. 3 from Woods, no good. Young with the rebound, lost the handle, taken away. Here comes Phillips. Quickly ahead. Brothers had it knocked away by Fawbush. Good defense to recover on that play. Burris checks in. And Jackson checks in as well. 3:22 to go, quarter number 1. Gilmore trying to drive baseline. Couldn't find anything. Tried to get it out to Brothers, and he can't save it. As Jared Glover checks in, he had to duck because Brothers was coming his way to try to save that. Glover had 7 points yesterday, 6 in the first game. He can hit the 3. There have been some guys in this tournament who can hit 3-pointers from deep. It's amazing to watch how as we all know, the 3-point shot has changed the way the game is played now. But the range these players have now is amazing. Burris, the old-fashioned back him in the lane and put it up off the glass. 3-point lead for the Hawks. Some pressure, and Van Buren manages to get it across the timeline. Phillips gets the call from Coach Tremblay. He holds the fist up. Here they go with 17 on the shot clock. Gilmore, oh, nice fake. Drives in, a little dipsy-do, and won't go. Rebound by Lawson. Nice pass inside to Burris. Fawbush with an excellent pass inside. 10-5. They force a steal. Glover kicks it out to Woods for 3. No good. Rebound, Newton. Both teams starting to get acclimated. And Van Buren's going to take another timeout with 2:06 in quarter number 1. They've actually outscored the Hawks since the last timeout, 5-4. But right now the Hawks are on a 4-0 run. Van Buren's 5 came in a quick spurt. Dre Robinson and Marcus Burris both with 4 points for Pleasant Grove. 2 points for Garrett Young. For Van Buren, Trent Ball has hit a 3 and Logan Brothers has hit a 2. And that is the scoring to this point. No fouls called yet in the ball game. It's kind of interesting. We've seen the number of fouls decrease each day of the tournament. The first day, man, there were just fouls aplenty. Yesterday, not as many, and the pace of play is picked up too with each day. The first day, of course, we ran along with the double overtime game that started it all off, but it just seemed like every game took much longer than yesterday. Man, the games were just over 20, 30 minutes before the next game was even scheduled. It was, I don't know what prompted that, but definitely an entertaining day of basketball yesterday. So Van Buren will inbound at the half court. And we're ready to resume. Phillips with some pressure from Glover gets it across the timeline. Newton over to Brothers in the corner. Ball, Phillips. Cutting inside's Brothers, has to kick it back out. Gilmore puts it on the deck, goes in, left-hander, good. Braden Gilmore had 4 yesterday and 11 the day before that. His first basket of the ball game. Van Buren has cut it now to 3. Glover's going to take his time setting the offense. They've burned 12 seconds just standing there. Fawbush, he'll shoot it from there if you leave him open. Turnaround jumper from Jackson is no good, and a foul on Burris underneath. Again, more pressure from the Hawks. Pointers easily get it across. Nice ball movement. Gilmore in the lane, feeds Newton underneath. A lot of contact and high off the glass. Good for Mari Newton, his first basket. And now it's a 1-point game, and it's a 4-0 run for Van Buren. So interesting, they have not traded baskets yet. It's just been run, run, run. 6-0 for Pleasant Grove, 5-0 for Van Buren, then a 4-0 run by Pleasant Grove, then 4-0 run by Van Buren as they come away with the steal. They've got numbers if they can execute quickly. Gilmore with a nice fake, goes in, off the glass, no good, but gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Braden Gilmore's got 4 points, and Van Buren's got the lead, 11-10 for the first time this afternoon. Woods, he'll shoot the three, in and out, no good. Glover cleans up the miss, kicks it out to Woods. He'll drive in, contact. It's going to be an air ball. They'll say it was tipped, though, and it will stay with Pleasant Grove. The shot clock's off. Tough shot, and it goes for Mr. Jackson. His first basket, and Pleasant Grove back in front by 1. Phillips launches. If it goes, it won't, and that is the end of quarter number 1. An entertaining first quarter. Pleasant Grove and Van Buren 12-11. Our score after 1. And we are Mascot Media, providing apps, websites, ticketing, promotional products, and more for high schools and colleges across the country. Learn more. Check out our website, mascotmedia.net, by the pros for the fans. (12-11). Van Buren basketball coming up. Burris Robinson with 4 for Pleasant Grove. Gilmore with 4 for Van Buren, our leading scorers so far as we go into quarter number 2. Gilmore in the lane, nice shot, and he is high scorer now with 6. And for the first time today, the teams have traded baskets. Henry thought about it, gives it over to Young. He's pulled up, he needs help, gets over to Glover. Off the Lion logo, splash. Jared Glover, deep 3. And that one's deflected, but Van Buren gets it back. Gilmore for 3, off the front iron. Pushing it down the floor. Hopkins wasn't able to capitalize. Newton being harassed, gets it back to ball. They work it over to Brothers. Brothers in the corner. Just short, almost got his rebound. Ahead, Robinson. He's fouled underneath. Free throws are coming. The foul is going to be on Mari Newton, and that is the first foul on the Pointers. Robinson misses the first. Luke Worsham checks in for Gilmore. Luke had 3 points in the opener, did not score yesterday. Robinson gets the second. He's got 5. Humphreys checking in for Van Buren. Down on the other end, Newton with the tip. Leads back down to 1. I love it when the gym's quiet. You can hear the coaches shouting out instructions. Always fun to hear what they have to say to their team. They lose it out of bounds. It'll go over to Van Buren, so the Pointers a chance to reclaim the lead on this possession. Under 6 minutes to go until halftime. Phillips screaming for on the far baseline. Now he has it. They've got numbers. Quickly, Humphreys off the glass. He's fouled. That'll go on Garrett Young. That'll be his first. Humphreys, the first 2 free throws, gets the first. He did not play in the first 2 games, according to my records, so this is his first action. Missed the second, almost looked like he was trying to miss it. So we're tied up at 16. Deep 3, and it is good. Jared Glover strikes again. That's his second 3. Didn't recognize him at first because he was actually kind of close. Most of his threes in this tournament have come from long range, Al Dillard type range, if you remember him from the days of the national champion Razorbacks. Nice move inside, but couldn't finish was Worsham. He gets his own rebound, brings it back out. Dangerous cross-court pass the ball. Now back over to Phillips, and the point guard will reset the offense. Newton, Worsham cutting in and out, looking for the ball. Instead, Newton drives in, right hand, no good. Cleared out by Glover. Hawks looking to run. Hopkins traveled. Pass was a little bit ahead of him, and he tried to corral it and not step out of bounds and ended up walking. Van Buren basketball down by 3. The Hawks have extended their defense, and it's given Van Buren some fits. They were able to move the ball pretty good earlier, but it's been a struggle of late. Phillips, a little hesitation move, no good. Humphreys had it and lost it. They get it ahead. Robinson, spin move in the lane, lays it up and in. Dre Robinson's got 7 points. And the lead is up to 5, and Pleasant Grove is going to send a fresh 5 in at the next dead ball. Humphreys and Ball trade high-low spots. Worsham back over to Phillips. 12 on the shot clock. Worsham gets him in the air. Newton on the baseline, that's blocked. 7 seconds on the shot clock and a new 5 coming in for Pleasant Grove. Inside Phillips, double pumped, couldn't get it to go, cleared away. Hawks wanting to run. Fawbush puts it on the deck, he'll drive in, right-hander, good. Noah Fawbush with his first basket of the ball game, and the lead extends to 23-16. 7-0 run. They've got numbers on the other end is Van Buren. Worsham off the window and good. Luke's first basket of the ball game. Breaks the run. Quickly the other way, here come the Hawks. Stewart for 3, no good. Battle for the rebound, that's going to be on Robinson.
Foul charge number 2, Pleasant Grove.
Nope, they're going to call Terrence Turner. His first.
Third team foul on the Hawks.
Just a third team foul on the Hawks. Just one team foul on Van Buren. This has been a very cleanly played game so far. And a turnover. A little sloppy with the passing. Woods. Oh, too hard on the layup. And the ball is on the floor, and we're going to have a foul.
Foul charge number 5 of Van Buren.
Mari Newton picks up his second. That's a tough one there. The 2:53 mark of quarter number 2. Hill will come out, and Gilmore will come back in. Robinson looking to drive, puts it on the deck, goes up, and it's short. Ball clears the rebound. Phillips gets it over to Gilmore. He'll put it on the deck. He lost the handle, stolen away by Woods. Ahead to Stewart, and Phillips with the block, but they're going to call him for a foul. Gary Phillips with his first foul. And that'll put Keyshawn Stewart at the line for a pair. Now both teams with 3 fouls. You can hear Coach Tremblay probably in the background working his team, pumping them up. Turner seeing multiple numbers by Pleasant Grove, and multiple of the same number, and it's a little confusing. Not sure who is who right now. Gilmore, wow, what a nifty kind of Odell Beckham catch of that errant pass. And that'll be on Stewart. So Van Buren will inbound down 7, 2:20 to go until halftime. Phillips. Humphreys back over to Phillips. Again, the Hawk defense is really extending Van Buren further out than they would like to be, and Phillips has it taken away. Stewart drives baseline, looking for help to kick it back out up top. Turner might have gotten away with a walk. There's a deep 3 from Stewart, almost went in. Rebound by Humphreys, gets it to Phillips. Under 2 to go. Now they've got a man wide open. Worsham for the layup. Oh, and Fabush looked like he had it clean, but they're going to call him for a foul. That'll be Noah's first. But that'll put Worsham at the line for 2. So a chance to cut in the lead with the clock stopped, but he misses the first. Quickly, Robinson's going to check back in for Stewart. Robinson with the game-high 7 points. Worsham's second free throw is good, so he has 3, 24-19, our score. Robinson will turn around. Baseline no good, stolen away. Fabush looking to go back inside to Robinson, but lost it. Now Humphreys with it, and it's just hot potato time. Humphreys gets it ahead. He'll drive in. Fabush stole it, but falls out of bounds trying to save it. Man, the Hawks are being tenacious right now on the defensive end, and that's really what has allowed them to have this 6-point lead. They're making Van Buren work for everything. They left Worsham open. He kicks it into Gilmore. Goes up strong with the left hand. Yes. Braden Gilmore with a game-high 8 points. Now the lead down to 4. Deep 3 from Woods. Cam's on the board with his first 3 of the ball game. Under a minute to go. Players hitting the deck. It's fast and furious right now. Phillips missed it. Humphreys gets the follow, and we've got a player shaking up for Pleasant Grove. And he's hobbling off. He's going to the locker room. And the trainers will check out on him, so will head coach Billy Brewer.
Number 6.
Woods charged with the foul. So Hopkins checks in for Pleasant Grove. Now the trainers will go over and check out the injured player. It'll go off of Van Buren and belong to Pleasant Grove with 45.9 left. I think it might be Turner over there with the injured foot. Woods, he hit 1-3 earlier. Oh, in and out. Almost went. Ball with the rebound. Under 30, so the shot clock will stay off. Van Buren can hold it for the final shot. Here comes some pressure, though. Phillips looking for help. Ball gets it across. They've got numbers if they can capitalize. Oh, and Robinson stole it away ahead to Fallbush. Phillips trying to guard, and Fallbush lays it up and in. That was pretty. 29-21. Van Buren under 7 seconds to go. Again, pressure from the Hawks. Ball will take it in. A scooper, no good. Rebound, they're going to hold it, and it's halftime, and Van Buren is trailing Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove on top, 30-23. So it is halftime. We will step away momentarily. We'll update the halftime stats and throw those up for you, and we'll turn the music down because YouTube does not like us to do that. Copyrighted music, so. Quickly looking at the scoring, Fallbush with 4, Woods with 3, Glover with 6, Robinson with 7, Stewart with 1, Young with 2, Jackson 2, Burris with 4. For Van Buren, Ball with 3, Worsham with 3, Newton with 4, Brothers 2, and Gilmore with 8, and Humphreys with 3. So it's 30-23 at halftime of game number 9 of the 2018 Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. 30-23, Pleasant Grove on top at halftime. You see the halftime statistics. Fairly even, really, except for the turnovers. And the points off turnovers have resulted in, or actually even at 4 apiece. Pleasant Grove averaging 9.94 points per possession to Van Buren averaging 0.68. Both teams with 6 second half chance points. So we're ready for the third quarter to begin. Leading scorer for Pleasant Grove is Robinson with 7. For Van Buren, Gilmore has 8. So we are ready for half number 2. It will be Pleasant Grove basketball.
Second half is now underway.
The miss, and Van Buren will take possession.
We'd like to thank Legacy Heights Retirement Center.
Coach Trimley calling out the plays. Gilmore will back it back out.
Sponsoring and hosting our hospitality room of the 2018 Coca-Cola Christmas Classic.
Inside. Brothers is fouled. He'll go to the line for a pair.
It's going to be trouble number 21, Pleasant Grove, Marcus Burris. His second. First team foul.
Burris will be hit with his second foul.
Logan Brothers at the line for 2.
Misses the first. Ouch. Makes the second. Brothers with 3 points now. First points of the second half. 8 point. No. .5. 6 point game. Am I scoring wrong? Phillips in the lane with the floater with the left hand goes. Gary Phillips with his first basket of the ball game. Burris inside, up and in. He's got 6. And the lead back up to 6. Phillips. Brothers for 3. Oh, in and out, no good. But Phillips is right there to put back up and in, and Gary Phillips quickly with 4 points now. And the lead is 4. Fawbush gives it to Burris. He's had the hot hand for Pleasant Grove, continues to have it. Now he's got 8, and he's their leading scorer now. Ball. Coach Trimley wanting a little harder cuts. Brothers for 3, but got his own rebound. Kicks it out. Here's Ball for 3. Yes. Trent Ball's second 3 of the ball game. And now the lead down to 3. Coach Trimley is imploring his team to play a little better defense. Turnaround jumper, a tough one from Jackson. No good. Rebounded by Van Buren. Here come the pointers. Looking to cut into the lead. Again, a three from Ball. No good. Rebound to Woods. He'll look to push. Almost threw it away. Does. Here comes Ball with the turnover and ahead to Brothers, and he'll lay it up and in off the glass. So Brothers has 5, and that's going to prompt a timeout from Pleasant Grove. So they take their first timeout of the ball game at the 4:35 mark of quarter number 2. Again, here's our line. Whoops, that's the wrong graphic. Oh, there it is. That's the one I want. So this is our lineup today. Pleasant Grove and Van Buren underway. Charleston J. Fair at 2:40. Northside and Southside. The Battle of Rogers Avenue. The first of what will be 3 meetings at least between the two teams. At 4:20, then Bryant and Joe T. Robinson in the championship game at 6 o'clock. So another full day of basketball here at the Stubblefield Center on the UAFS campus. They switched it up last year. The teams were on this side of the court. We were on the other side of the court. And then you see the big lion head now at center court. Huh? It's a cool look. This is really an outstanding facility. Very spacious. Just not a bad seat in the house at all. Be a great place to have the state tournament here in Arkansas. That was an option. Henry dribbles around, gets it back, and we'll back it out with 20 on the shot clock. Trying a give and go with Young. A lot of contact. They let him play. 10 on the clock. There's a jumper from Mr. Robinson, and he's got 9. And they'll pressure after the make. Van Buren's struggling to get it across. The nice thing about the shot clock, you can tell they just managed to get it across. Coach Burr wanted the 10-second call, didn't get it. Mari Newton with his 6th point. Fawbush has it blocked by Gilmore, and then Gilmore kind of flips over Fawbush. Everybody's okay. That looked worse than what it was, but you always get a little nervous when you see a player flip over like that. Woods puts it on the deck. Tough jumper. Oh, my, that was nice. Cam Woods with 5. The lead back to 3. Van Buren turns it over. Woods comes away with it, but did he travel? No, they're going to say it was over and back. Boy, Coach Brewer doesn't like that call on. It's kind of interesting. Momentum was carrying. They're going to say he had possession in the forecourt and went into the backcourt. That's a tough call. Phillips. Newton. Gilmore down low to Phillips. Backs Fawbush in. Can't get it to go. Tips the rebound out, and Woods is going to get it and race to the basket. Cam Woods with 7 points now. 40-35. Here comes the pressure again from Pleasant Grove. Phillips has it taken away by Fawbush. They've got numbers. Noah lays it up and in. He's got 6. And just like that, a 6-0 run by the Hawks. Newton might have got away with a carry. Gilmore for 3. He's the first player in double figures now with 11. And Trey Robinson just drains a 3. Or no, that was a long 2. And Robinson now with 11 points. Newton Nope. Gilmore got it back, goes back up with the left hand, can't get it to go, gets it tipped right back to him, goes up again. Van Buren just cannot buy a basket right now. Robinson looking to do something and hit it off his leg and now has to kick it out. Coach Brewer telling him to back it out. 1:45 to go in quarter number 3. 15 on the shot clock. Henry and Robinson playing a little game now. Fallbush gets involved. Jackson. Henry drives baseline, can't pass it, and shot clock violation. Gilmore's going to check out. No, he's just walking down to take his position down there. And then the Hawks again with the pressure almost forced the turnover. Fallbush loses his out of bounds. It's off him. It will stay with Van Buren, but they did burn 5 seconds off the shot clock. Rodriguez will check in for Fallbush. 1:19 to go, quarter number 3. Here comes the pressure again. Phillips calling for the ball. They can't get it to him. Too many Hawks between the ball and him. Newton across. Brothers charges in. Might have carried it. Dishes to Newton. He lays it up and in. He's got 8. The lead back down to 4, but quickly. The other way, here come the Hawks. Robinson in the lane with the right hand. Missed everything. Gilmore clears it away. Van Buren now with the chance to seize a little momentum. And Phillips is fouled in the backcourt by either Glover or Robinson. It's going to be Robinson, and that will be his second foul. Just the first foul, or no, second foul of the second half. Not a lot of fouls in this ball game. Foul trouble is not going to be an issue. .45. They will have to get it off with the 35-second clock. Gilmore. Brothers wanted to shoot a 3, hesitates now, pulls up inside the line, no good. Rebound cleared away. Quickly, the Hawks down the floor. Man, they get down the floor in a hurry. Glover for 3. Oh, man, you cannot leave Jared Glover open. He will drain it. That's his 3rd. He's got 9. Van Buren. Gilmore for 3. Nope. Rebound, Brothers and Newton fought for it. Brothers came away with it. 5 seconds. Brothers. Got it! 3-pointer. Logan Brothers with his first 3. Now he's got 8. 47 to 43 as we get ready for quarter number 4. Wow, that was a fast and furious finish to the 3rd quarter. Well, we might be headed for another overtime game. Let's take a look at the scoring first for Van Buren. Ball with 6. Worsham with 3. Newton's got 8. Brothers with 8. Gilmore with 11. Phillips with 4. And Humphreys with 3. For Pleasant Grove, Fallbush with 6. Woods with 7. Glover with 9 on 3 threes. 11 for Dre Robinson, 1 for Stewart, 2 for Young, 2 for Jackson. Burris has 8. Well, after being a game of runs in the first half, it's been pretty back and forth. At least it was in that quarter. We'll see what the final 8 minutes of regulation entail. Somebody's going to snap a 4-game losing streak and be happy to do it. Foul's not an issue. Possession arrow is in favor of Van Buren. Both teams with plenty of timeouts. And this game is just zipping right along. We're going to be finished way early. Next game's not supposed to start till 2:40. We're way ahead of schedule. But it's been a good game. Phillips. Ball for three. Yes. Trent Ball with his third three. He and Glover having a three-point shooting contest. And it is a one-point game. And that gets the Pointer faithful fired up as the green-clad fans clap. Oh, my goodness. Jared Glover strikes again. Man, can he stroke the three? That is his fourth three of the ball game. So smooth. 10-second call. Coach Brewer's like, what do we got to do? 25 on the clock, that's 10 seconds, right? Yep. 10-second call. That's shot clock. Dead giveaway on that. Henry will inbound it. Gets it over to Rodriguez. Inside Burris. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line for a pair. I believe they're going to tag Gilmore. And that's Braden's first. So Burris with 8 points at the line, 4 in both halves, and misses the first. One more coming his way. Second one also hard off the back iron. Long rebound. Rodriguez comes up with it to Glover. There's a three from Stewart. No, or Henry, no good. Cleared out by Van Buren. And again, the Hawks coming with the pressure. Watch the shot clock. Ooh, they just got it across in time. That was mighty close. 15 now on the shot clock. Down by 4, almost taken away. Gilmore. Ball for three, no good. Gilmore tips it up and in. And Gilmore's got 13. Down the floor quickly. Rodriguez, high off the glass. He draws contact. He's going to get 2 free throws. And that'll be Gilmore's second foul. Sergio had 4 points yesterday. Gets the free throw there. Pleasant Grove scored 80 yesterday and lost. Charleston scored 91. Gilmore clears the rebound. Here comes the pressure, and they get it in the corner, and that's the worst place you can go when you get pressured. They managed to get it across with good ball movement. Gilmore picked up his dribble, needs help. Trying to find somebody, bails out the ball, and there's Phillips at the top of the key. 17 on the shot clock. They're having to work so hard to get the ball across. They don't have a lot of time. Rodriguez went flying. Fans wanted to charge. Brothers for three, and that was a brick. Quickly, Rodriguez ahead to Robinson. Somehow managed to get it on the floor and then go up and get fouled. Trent Ball picks up his first. What an athletic play by Dre Robinson. But it was on the floor, so they will inbound. Glover for three, just off the iron. And Mr. Burris cleared out and got the rebound. And as a result, picks up his third foul. Everybody was like, at first, when Glover shot that, you thought, what? And then you realized it was Glover shooting it, and you're like, oh, okay, he can make that. And he almost did. 5:40 to go. Again, the pressure, they get it across. They've got numbers if they can take advantage. Newton off the window, good. Mari Newton's in double figures with 10. We've got a 1-point game, 51-50. Robinson. Glover. They're not going to let him get an open look if they can help it. New 5, or at least new 4 coming on at the next dead ball. Burris inside against Gilmore, backs him in and banks it off the glass, and he's got 10. And the lead back up to 3. Nice pass, Brothers. Gives it to Gilmore, who's fouled. Hawk fans wanted to travel, but it was not called. Dre Robinson picks up his third. Oh, and that's his second. My mistake. Gilmore's first free throw off the front of the iron. Now 4 new players come in for Pleasant Grove. Fawbush, Hopkins, Stewart, and Woods check back in, and they will join Mr. Robinson on the floor. One more for Gilmore. He got that one. Braden with 14 points, and it's a 2-point game again. Woods puts it on the deck, drives in, pull-up jumper. Oh, that's a tough shot to defend. He knocks it down. He's got 9. The lead's back to 4. Here comes the pressure. That's off Woods' foot. And they'll reset the shot clock, I believe, too, as a result. No? Guess not. Across to Gilmore, and that's almost like the old Utah formation on an extra point. He was all alone on that side of the court with just one player and took it in. And a foul on the 3, and Woods' free throws coming his way. And that's Gilmore's third foul. Woods hits the first. That puts him in double figures with 10. Make it 11. And one more to make it a 5-point lead for Pleasant Grove. You bet. Again, the pressure stymieing the Pointers. Phillips being harassed. Has to retreat. Now gets it back. Gets it across the timeline. Fawbush made a lot of contact. They play on. Stolen by Robinson, and he just chucks it down the floor. Not a bad idea, really. If somebody can run under that, they get a layup. Otherwise, it forces Van Buren to have to go the length of the floor again. And the shot clock did not reset. 22 seconds on the clock. Into Phillips. 20 on the shot clock. A lot of hand check, and they wanted to travel, didn't get it. Ball trying to get it across, and they do. Brothers back over to Ball. 9 on the shot clock. 7. They've got to operate quickly. Phillips, I'm not sure if they realize the shot clock's about to wind down. Gilmore's got to put it up. Doesn't do it in time. Oh, wait. We've got a foul underneath. They're going to call a foul on Fawbush. You hear the gasps from the Hawk fans. They can't believe it. They thought the shot clock went off before the foul. So that's Noah's second, and they'll get a fresh shot clock as a result. Or no, 1 second on the shot clock. Coach Trimley saying, whoa, the shot clock was reset, and then it went to 1. Now they'll reset it again. Now he likes that. Okay, so they'll reset the shot clock with 3:43 to go. Gilmore. Phillips might have got away with a walk. Backs him in, kicks it out to Gilmore. 3-pointer for Gilmore. He's got 19, and Van Buren sticking around and has made it a 2-point game. Woods lost it. Oh, taken away. Stewart saved him. Back out to Stewart. He'll put up a 3, no good. Long rebound, controlled by the Pointers. So they can tie it on this possession. They get it across. They've got numbers if they can take advantage. Brothers, Dipsy-do through the lane, good. Logan Brothers has 10 now. We are tied up at 58. We were, till Hopkins scored there. 2-point game knocked away. .249 left in regulation. Will Van Buren have another overtime game in this Coke Classic? Watch the shot clock. They've got to get it across before it hits 24. Just managed to do it. Newton. Phillips for three. Missed everything, but Gilmore with the rebound. Little dish to Newton. Hangs in the air. He's fouled. Good sportsmanship there by Robinson to help him up, but I've got him for four. Okay, that's his third. So Newton at the line, he's got 10 points. Misses the first, two more come in. Rodriguez comes back in. And so does Henry. One more for Newton. Oh, in and out, no good. Cleared out by Robinson. Quickly down the floor. And he'll slow it down. Coach Buren wanting to spread it out, get it in the hands of Henry. Let him run the offense as 20 seconds remains on the shot clock. Fawbush for three. It's a biggie if it goes. Didn't. Rebound Brothers. Here comes the pressure. They're going to get it across. They've got numbers if they can go quickly. Gilmore, contact off the window, no good. Newton with the rebound up and in. Mari Newton's got 12. We're tied again at 60. Under 2 minutes to go. Fawbush drives in, a little hanging floater, won't go, gets it back, short baseline jumper, drops, and Noah Fawbush has 8 points, and his team has a 2-point lead. And Pleasant Grove takes the timeout with 1:44 to go and a 2-point lead. Fawbush with 8, Woods has 12, Glover with 12, Robinson with 11. Stewart with 1, Young with 2, Jackson with 2, Rodriguez with 1. Burris has 10, and Hopkins has 2 for Van Buren. Trent Ball with 9 points. Luke Worsham with 3. Newton has 12. Brothers has 10. Gilmore leads all scorers with 19. Phillips has 4. And Humphreys has 3. Nobody's in foul trouble. Gilmore and Robinson have 3 each. 16 fouls, though, on Pleasant Grove, so the next one could put Van Buren in the bonus. The Pointers have only committed 14 fouls. So they've got a couple fouls they can give to try to get the ball back or force a turnover. They can be maybe a little more aggressive with the defense if they need to, if it comes down to that inside the final minute. Somebody's 4-game losing streak is coming to an end. Van Buren will have to inbound on the baseline and go the distance of the floor. And, of course, the Hawks will set up their pressure as a result. Oh, Gilmore right in the heart of the pressure. Gets it over to Phillips. He's pressured, looking for help. Gilmore drives in, bodies fly, charge. And Gilmore just picked up his 4th foul. Fawbush took the charge. He'll feel that on the bus ride home. We'll try to wipe up the perspiration off the floor. Henry will bring it up. 90 seconds to go in regulation. 2-point ball game. Pleasant Grove with the lead and the possession right now. The possession arrow is also in their favor. 20 on the shot clock. They're content to run a little clock here. And now they're going to run a clear out for Woods. And everybody you see go to the baseline. Gilmore guarding Woods. He pulls up, shoots. Oh, my goodness. Cam Woods banks one in. You got to call bank on those. That was impressive. Here's the pressure. They get it across. They've got numbers. Brothers drives baseline, lost the handle, and Coach Tremblay called a timeout. With 50.2 left, his team down 4. What a shot by Woods. They cleared out. He had Gilmore on him, drove in, and then stepped back and banked one in to make it a 2-possession game. What a clutch shot by Cam Woods, who has 14 points now in the ball game and is the leading scorer for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Gilmore, the leading scorer for Van Buren, with 19, but he's playing with 4 fouls right now, so he's got to be a little careful in how aggressive he is. The Pointers cannot afford to lose him. So we'll see what Coach Tremblay's drawing up on the whiteboard after they break out of the huddle. Charleston and J.A. Fair due up next at 2:40. It'll be interesting to see how Pleasant Grove defends the inbounds. Phillips will be the inbounder. He is the point guard. They've got ball spotted, as you see, on the far right side behind the three-point line. Gilmore down low on the baseline. 24 on the shot clock, 50.2 on the game clock. They break loose. Brothers is behind the line. He'll get it back over to Phillips. 20 on the shot clock. He drives in, pulls up. Brothers for 3. Fakes him out. Now steps back. Three-pointer no good. Faubus with the easy rebound. Yeah, they're going to have to foul quickly. Coach Tremblay almost close enough to do the foul. And the official stops it, points at the clock. And I think they're going to – okay, Pleasant Grove's taking a timeout. Oh, that's what it was. He was pointing it for the timeout. 31.5. A lot of things could have been called there. So Pleasant Grove has 2 remaining. And the officials are talking about something. One official talking over with the Pleasant Grove coaching staff. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Van Buren has 1 foul to give, or 2 fouls to give, really, because they only have 5 before they force turnover or force Pleasant Grove to go to the line for 1-on-1. So they can be pretty aggressive with the defense here. 31.5. The shot clock is at 27. So they can kill most of the clock. Van Buren's going to have 2 possessions somehow. Henry will inbound at midcourt. Gets it ahead, Robinson, and he's going to lay it in. He missed it, but Phillips, or I'm sorry, that was Newton on the foul. They could have called it intentional, but I'll just say he was in the act of shooting. So Robinson goes to the line with 11 points. And now both teams with 6 fouls, 29.4. It's still going to be a 2-possession game whether he hits them or not. He hits the first. So Van Buren's got to hit a 3, come down quickly and hit a 3. You would think, yeah, they for sure do now as Robinson knocks down the second for 13 points for him. 6-point game. Phillips gets it ahead. Here's Gilmore. He's going to go up. Oh, my goodness. Missed it. Phillips tries to tip it up. He's fouled on the contact. I'm not sure if you're Pleasant Grove, if you just don't want to concede the 2-point basket. You don't want to give him an opportunity to get a 3-point play if he somehow tips it in. So Phillips at the line for 2. Makes the first. Now you kind of wonder if he intentionally tries to miss this one. Coach Brewer wants to change out his defense. He wants Woods to go down and Rodriguez to back up and kind of play the snowbird role as Phillips gets one more free throw. Missed it, and the rebound's controlled by Robinson. They're going to need to foul, and they do. Newton fouled him with 18.4 left. So free throws coming. Both teams now with 7 fouls, so both teams in the bonus. These are big free throws here. This to make it a 6-point lead. Pleasant Grove's going to just concede the rebound if he misses. And he does. So Newton quickly. Van Buren needs a 3 or a 2, whatever, just something. 10 seconds left. Somebody, and Tremblay's calling a timeout with 9.9. He's got 1 left. So most likely, draw something up, a quick hitter, call timeout, or set up the press. If you can't get it, foul. Ideally, a 3 makes it a 2-point game, but you need a basket either way. It would be a 3-point game with the 2, obviously, but then you have to put them at the line and they could knock you back up. A 3 would be ideal. Then you force them to make both free throws if you have to foul. So we'll see what Coach Tremblay draws up on the whiteboard. 9.9. The inbound will it be on the baseline or on the side? And if you're Pleasant Grove, it may not be a bad idea to just foul and force them to go 1-and-1 at the line. Okay, the inbound will be there next to the Van Buren bench. They'll set a screen for who? Probably Ball coming around on the swing on the double screen. Yep, here he comes. Can't get loose, though. Brothers does. He'll go up, shoots the 3. Good! Count it! Timeout, Van Buren. Yeah, that's just how you draw it up, right? So it's a 2-point game. So now you can be real aggressive defensively. And if you don't get the turnover, you foul quickly and put them at the line for a 1-and-1. And we saw a similar situation yesterday, and a team sent somebody deep and got him on a snowbird. It may, in fact, have been Pleasant Grove yesterday. Or maybe it was J.A. Fair. But it was a pretty heads-up play in a similar situation like this. Everybody was worried about the steal up close, and then somebody got deep and wide open. So they will inbound on the baseline. It doesn't, well, now they are going to guard the inbounder. They're going to stick Gilmore in front of Robinson. He'll inbound it. Woods gets the ball and fouled immediately by Phillips. So 0.9 seconds went off the clock. 5.7 left. And it's in the hands of Mr. Cam Woods. One and one, they've backed off. Missed it. Rebound Gilmore. They don't have any timeouts. Here come the pointers. He's going to have to put it up. He does for 3 at the horn. It won't go, and Van Buren gave it a shot, but it wasn't enough. Pleasant Grove wins it by a final of 66-64. Gilmore finishes the ball game with 19 points to lead all scorers for Van Buren. For Pleasant Grove, leading scorer was Cam Woods with 14, Fawbush with 8, Glover had 12, Robinson had 12, or 13 as I just mentioned, Stewart with 1, Young with 2, Jackson with 2, Burris with 10, Hopkins with 2. Pleasant Grove improves to 6-8 on the year and breaks a 4-game losing streak. For Van Buren, Ball with 9, Newton with 12, Worsham with 3, Brothers for 10, Gilmore with 19, Phillips with 5, and Humphreys with 3. Van Buren drops to 4-9 on the season. Our next game coming up at 2:40, Charleston and J.A. Fair. We will join you about 2:38. So until then, good afternoon from Fort Smith.